The word Qareeb comes from a root word which means three things. One is to be close, bring near, or to approach. Two is to be a relative, and three is to offer or sacrifice. Allah's name Al-Qareeb means the one who is near and close to us. He is the one who is closer to mankind than their own jugular veins. Al-Qareeb hears, sees and knows us, witnesses everything, responds to supplications and understands everything we are going through in our lives. Allah calls himself Al-Qareeb 3 times in the Quran. Allah says in Surah 34 verse 50 that Innahu Samiyyun Qareeb, which means indeed he is all hearing and near. In Arabic language, linguistically speaking, Qareeb is associated with time and place. Qareeb can be referred to physical and non-physical closeness. For example, when someone says that person is near to my heart, it means or refers to a close emotional connection. Allah is Al-Qareeb or near to us through His perfect hearing, seeing and through His perfect understanding of every action, feeling and thoughts of each and every person that exists. People usually misunderstand and misinterpret this name of Allah and suggest that this name means that Allah is everywhere. This is a wrong understanding. When one says Allah is everywhere, then this creates a lot of problems because this implies that Allah is with us when we are in the bathrooms or sleeping with our husbands or wives or while sinning or while doing any haram things. Allah is pure from being at such places. Therefore, Allah is near through His knowledge, hearing and sight. Allah is near because He knows everything and not because He is physically present everywhere. In these modern times, we are near our children 24/7 round the clock by simply installing an app in their phones which tell us their exact locations. So why does anyone think that Allah cannot be near us through His knowledge, hearing and sight? How can we apply this knowledge in our lives? First and foremost, as mentioned, beware that Allah is near us through His knowledge and not through His physical being. Allah says in Surah 58 verse 7 that, "Do you not see that God knows everything in the heavens and earth? There is no secret conversation between 3 people where He is not the 4th, nor between 5 where He is not the 6th, nor between less or more than that without Him being with them, wherever they may be. On the day of resurrection, He will show them what they have done. God truly has full knowledge of everything." Second, strive to be close to Allah by performing the deeds He requires us to do and by performing more and more voluntary good deeds. As per Surah 56 of the Quran, on the Day of Judgment, the entire mankind will be split into 3 groups. One group will be on the left side, which will be the disbelievers and will be destined for hellfire. The other group will be on the right side, which are the ordinary believers and will be destined for heaven. And the third group will be at the forefront and near to Allah, which will be the best of believers. These 3 types of people are mentioned in Quran, and verses 10 to 14 of Surah 56 says that, "And those in front, ahead indeed, for these will be the ones brought nearest to God in gardens of bliss, many of the past and a few from later generations." So, let's all of us strive to be part of this group that will be in front of others and near or Qareeb to Allah on the Day of Judgment. Don't stop at 5 pillars of Islam. Do more if you want to be close and have a special place near Allah on the Day of Judgment. Don't only work for heaven, but work to be close to Allah as well. Third, respond to Allah and follow the Quran by only supplicating directly to Allah. Al-Qareeb or Allah says in Surah 2 verse 186 that, "Prophet, if my servants ask you about me, I am near. I respond to those who call me. So let them respond to me and believe in me so that they may be guided." So, not only let this name inspire you to ask Allah directly, but also to follow His commands, prohibitions and instructions laid out in the Quran and Sunnah. Fourth, learn to be ashamed of your bad deeds. It will help you improve a lot. Al-Qareeb uses his attribute of closeness together with his attribute of hearing in Quran. He says in Surah 34 verse 50 that, "Indeed, He is all hearing and near." Let this inspire us to mind everything we say, whether it is in public or private, at work or with relatives. Know that Allah Azza wa Jal is closer to us than our jugular vein. Let this make us feel comforted and secure, but also be ashamed of our bad deeds, speech and actions, knowing He is so close to us that He witnesses each and everything that we do. Fifth, beware and know that the day of judgment is very near and close to us. On many occasions in the Quran, Al-Qareeb reminds us that the day of judgment is indeed near. We need to act upon this knowledge by regularly bringing ourselves to account, repenting and seeking Allah's forgiveness as much as we can. Last but not the least, as mentioned earlier, strive to be of the Al-Muqarrabun. The Muqarrabun have the highest place in paradise, and the top consists of the prophets, the Siddiqeen, the martyrs and the righteous. Let's strive and ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make us one of them. Ibn Kathir said about the ones close to Allah, they are those who do the obligatory acts and the recommended ones, and they abstain from the prohibited acts, the disliked acts, and they even abstain from some of the permissible acts due to them bringing no benefit in the afterlife. Some of the scholars say they are the first of people to go to the mosques and the first to go out for jihad for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.